We're now going to talk about one more type of variation, and that's combined variation. And here you'll see some different formulas. So for example, if we wanted to say y varies directly as the nth power of x, well, it would be very similar to y varying directly as to x, but since we're saying the nth power, we would put the exponent of n onto x. Similarly, if we wanted to say y varies inversely as the nth power of x, we would use the inverse formula, but then put x to the n in our denominator. Now, one we haven't seen before is when we say y varies jointly as z and y. Y varies jointly as x and z. And then our formula here is y equals k times x times z. So first, let's just practice making the statements into equations. So this says distance varies directly as the square of time. So let's let d be distance and t be time, and we're doing directly. So we're going to say d equals k. Now we want the square of time, so that's time squared. Okay, here we have area varies jointly as the height and the sum of the bases. So if we let A be area, h be height, and s be the sum of the bases, then we'd say A varies jointly, so we're going to have k and then the height and the sum of the bases. Okay, so let's do one more problem with variation. So this is about Boyle's law, which you may have heard of in chemistry. So it says the volume V of a given mass of gas varies directly as the temperature and inversely as the pressure. So let's just look at that first statement. We've got volume, temperature, and pressure. So we're told volume varies directly as the temperature, so we're going to do kT, and inversely as the pressure. So inverse goes in the denominator. Okay, next we're going to be given three things that will allow us to solve for K. So we're told V is 250 centimeters cubed, the volume, T is 50 degrees, and our pressure is 24 kilograms per centimeter squared. So we're going to plug those three values in so that we can solve for K. So we're going to have 250 equals K and 50 over 24. Now, to solve for K here, we want to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of this fraction, so 24 over 50. So if we take 24 over 50 times 250, we find that K is equal to 120. So we know that our formula now is going to be V equals 120T over P. So finally it says find the volume when T is 60 and the pressure is 30. And here we're going to get that the volume would be 240 centimeters cubed. So for all the variation problems, you want to use the correct formula, whether it's direct or inverse or jointly. Find K first, then rewrite your formula with K in it, and use that formula to find whatever they're asking for.